Bawumia did not lose based on Bawumia. Bawumia lost based on our current president.
Even Baba Sadiq and Shatawale himself, it's not as if we've not seen their differences in the
We've
space
seen
before.
it.
Yeah.
But they've gone at each other on many occasions. Even currently that people think they are okay, they still argue, they still disagree.
Guys, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you, bro.
Charlie, it's been a while.
Yeah.
NIB.
Hey.
Are they calm?
What an election we've had in our country.
Oh yes, beautiful democracy.
Yeah, I'm so proud to be a Ghanaian, honestly. How things turn out. A lot of people thought that there would be a lot of tension on the day of election. I mean, even 24 hours after close of polls, there will be a lot of. But look at how things turn out. I'm so proud, and I'm happy. I'm happy Ghana is still represented as a beacon of democracy in our region. So yeah, big ups to each and every single person who went to the polls, and every Ghanaian out there. We are very proud of ourselves.
Of course.
Yeah. But what do you guys have to say about our new leadership? I mean, John Dramani Mahama, congratulations to you. He's our president-elect. What do you guys make of him?
Of course, let me say congratulations to the NDC for actually coming to power again, and also to the president-elect, John Dramani Mahama. I think it was a very good battle. They went into a very good battle, and I think they've won power. It feels good though. It feels good, and the people of Ghana have spoken. Yeah. There's nothing anybody can do about it. In fact, that is who Ghanaians want, and they voted for him. Ghanaians did not take MPP out, I believe, because of maybe they wanting to give power to NDC. And I said it is not a matter of you chop small, so make somebody to can't chop small. No. It is about something they want, and they feel, okay, this is the person that we feel can give us what we want. So let's wait for the next 4 years and see. But like I agree with you, I would say congratulations to ourselves. In fact, what gives me happiness is some of the views from some people like who in our neighboring countries who are actually living in Ghana, like
the Nigerians.
Yes, they are reviews and all, and these are things that we love to see, and we definitely congratulate ourselves.
All right,
yes. So like you said, congratulations to being a Ghanaian. It was a nice electoral process. Kudos to the Electoral Commission. I think they did a yeoman's job. Especially most of the cases. There are definitely places where became heated, but we thank God overall it was peaceful in nature. The Ghanaian populace have spoken. We now have His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the president-elect.
Back in the Jubilee House.
Yes, back in the Jubilee House for his final 4 years, along with an overwhelming majority. Right now in the west of Roland, it's majority and the rest. And the others, there's no longer a minority.
No, there's no minority in
Super majority.
You get. So it's good. At least now, within the next 4 years, the NDC has the power to either transform the country or continue with what happens. Because I think at the end of the 4 years, we the Ghanaians again will be the judge of their performance. But I'm hoping for a wonderful 4 years filled with all that they've promised. I know we know they can't do all, but at least the essential ones we'll be looking out for. We are still citizens, not spectators.
Yes.
The citizens will not go to sleep. At least now, a section have proven that when you don't do right by them, they won't vote for you. So I wish them all. I wish Ghanaians all, and hopefully 2025 upwards, we see a change in the trajectory in the economics and other aspects of the Ghanaian living.
Also, I want us to talk about, I mean, we having the first female vice president. I think it's unprecedented. It's one of its kind. And for a country that we are trying as much as possible to have women in higher positions so that they can impact change, I think this is something that we all have to embrace and support. Roland, I mean, the vice president being a lady.
Well, it's a good inspiration, at least to the women in the system. Since we have most male-dominated industries. Yes, most of the industries we have in the state are male-dominated. So at any point in time, if we have women like this also climbing to that position, I just want to point out that she did not get there by the fact that she's a woman. No, she got there by the fact that she's capable of occupying that particular position. So as much as some people may have the notion that, okay, we need to make sure we include women in the helm of affairs and also in top positions like that, there should also be that education that it is not just because
you're a woman,
or it is not because, okay, somebody wants to have sympathy on you, or it is because you are capable of doing it. That is why we will definitely put you there. So I would say congratulations to her. I think she's also done very well to end that particular position by the side of the president-elect. And we hope that she will be able to, as the inspiration, she will be able to do something that will cement the fact that, yes, she really deserved that position.
Yeah, aside that, I think we are not seeing many people highlight the fact that we have the first female vice president in the history of this country. And we have a lot of people sitting on television who happens to be ladies, and they are all focused on the president-elect, John Dramani Mahama John. I think even with her speech, I don't see people talking about it, breaking it down. But I feel like for women and those who are claiming that women empowerment, they should be advocating for all this, because now you have your person there.
Well, it's I think many people are talking about the president-elect is because he's the one who had his face on the paper. We didn't vote for the vice president. We voted for the president. But it's historic. It's a historic moment. Yeah. It's good for the optics of politics to have the female leader there.
Yes.
But then this is a free advice to the government-elect, because we are moving away from the mate who is not the driver. And right now that she's the mate, we need to see how impactful having a mate is, because during the political season, we had a lot of talks. Being vice president, you can't do a lot of things. But we pay them. We pay them salary. We pay them with our money. So going forward, we want to see an active vice president.
And effective.
And if the NDC believe that the vice president is a possible succession plan for the next 4 years, since we know that His Excellency John Dramani cannot go for another term after this term, then they should make sure that they project her for the next 4 years. Her face is more important than James' face in the grander scheme of things, because James' face has now won political. It has won already. It will not come again on the ballot paper for us to win. We've already seen some. Where there's a huge belief that a certain president was majorly to blame for the loss of his mate.
Commissioning everything.
So, yes.
Driver's for mate.
Mr. Commissioner.
Because do you know how it felt like? It felt like, mate no go come, so make a commission everything, so that if the other person come, I no go stress. Because if you know say your mate go come, you go left some give and make. Because if you come power, I go call you say come commission. How you get? So that's how. So I feel if there's a projection that the vice president has the potential to become the president, because I'm assuming usually when we put someone in that position, we see a future of future leadership.
Exactly.
So if we want to see the first Ghanaian female president, then I believe this 4 years should be the time to project her face, her legacy, to stand a bigger chance of probably continuing from where JM will leave off. Okay. So that's free advice.
And also, I mean, like you said, an active vice president.
Oh yeah, very active.
I want to see her pioneering a lot of activities. I mean, for me, I think even looking at her background in education, I would hope that even the president will leave the free SHS in her hands.
Well, due to her track record as Minister of Education, I doubt.
Choking them.
I'm saying doing through a track record. This one is based on a track record as education minister.
I heard it this week. I think I heard something like she won't be managing the economic management team. That one I think I heard if Joyce Bawumia, one of them. I think one of the officials of John Dramani Mahama mentioned.
But you cannot take that as the final say, because definitely. We all know how some of these people will be changed, especially with.
But you see, economic management team there, you have to have like economics background. But okay, Mama was there, but it wasn't. Did he have economic management? I don't know.
No, he did history and other sciences related, nothing business.
So maybe like you said, things can happen. But I also want us to highlight, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for conceding And I mean, that step of conceding at that very early stages of the close of polls was something that I think was significant to the history of Ghana's democracy. I think reduced a lot of tension in town.
Of course, of course. You know, most of these fans who would want to just misbehave sometimes would want some inspiration from the leaders. And that is why even in our creative industry, when sometimes people would want to go at somebody on behalf of their maybe their favorite, sometimes it is very important for their favorite to come out and ease the tension by also putting in a word or two. And with that particular move, I believe it is one of the reasons why the tension was even eased amidst the other pockets of ones that we even saw in the system. It was the reason why majority of it was eased. And I believe it was also another move to stamp his digitalization, what do you call it, message.
No, he get them long time.
Exactly.
He get a memo.
Exactly. you know, this is politics.
Exactly.
This is politics. And as much as maybe he's lost, he also probably might come to stand again. And this is...
So look at the future.
So to him, his campaign starts now, even in this loss. And that is another indirect way of telling people that, Charlie, if you think my digitalization message is not something I am even applying, this is even to show you that before the person that we are all expecting to come and give us the results would come, this is what I am telling you. And I am getting that out of the gadgets or the things I have or the things I've been telling you about. And that is it. So for me, I saw the pros and cons of that particular move. But all the same, I will also congratulate him and his team for that particular move.
Yeah, bold move.
So the MPP knew they lost when Akufo-Addo became a preacher that evening. They already knew they lost.
When he started quoting
when he started quoting the Bible, because the body language and even the people they put behind them.
They call me Anyagba.
And the lady,
Fatima,
the way they,
information minister.
to be honest, the way they were looking signified defeat. It's like the TJ mistake. As I say, Stoneboy, I say the Stoneboy win. Even though now they supposed Kim promise. As I say Kim promise, I say you know be serious. No one win this award. From the way he dressed, I did do some because if you don't say they win something,
Charlie, what for?
Where was Sami James? I mean, get these are all optics. Was doing him so far.
Yeah.
Confident now.
Do you know they go and change themselves if they are come to do the press conference? You know you are in there.
And I'm making. So as he start was Kasa Yan Frama. Kasa don't draw the. Was having our cap preaching. Uma quote Bible.
Yes.
Well, Lusu. You are just holding on to the fact that something can happen, but nothing happened. So it was gentlemanly, first of all, for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to come out to concede defeat. He could have decided not to do it. That's what people do not get. It was not by force for him to come and
concede.
Yes, he could have waited for the AC to come out first. But knowing what had happened in the back end, because like we said, the National Coalition Center for these parties do not go through the same stringent processes the EC goes through. So they easily get information firsthand. I think, but they concentrate too much on the presidential because MPD and the long crowd, they don't even get that one. But so it was great, and I think people fell in love more with Bawumia after the speech. Yes, and I've always said, Bawumia did not lose based on Bawumia. Bawumia lost based on our current president.
Oh, another than
yes, based on because it is his work that people judge on. No, that people judge on to vote.
Okay.
So if I vote against the sitting government, I'm voting against whoever is the leader. And who is the leader of the government?
Yeah.
So it is in that anger. But now people are like, oh, Bawumia could have been different. But then, at the end of the day, elections, then like Roland said, campaign season start. I've already seen Kennedy, Japan's flyers being posted around for 2028. So and me, if I'm in opposition, your campaign starts when you lose.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's like John Dumelo. When he lost, his campaign started.
Heat.
Your man was listening to rap lines, braiding hair, hugging people, dashing chocolate, water tankers.
John.
From day one in the University of Ghana and things.
Yes.
So for members of the MPP, your campaign starts now. But what I will tell you people also need to pray. because, like I'm saying, if the John Dramani Mahama led NDC, that's amazingly. In fact, if they do above Adodi, they will get another 4 years. Unless they don't do above and they come and do regular, because they have majority in parliament. They can do everything that they want.
They don't have majority in parliament.
They have
they have parliament.
They have parliament. Yes. They don't have majority.
They have parliament. And this is the first time we are giving a political party so much power. And they can pass any bill, remove any tax,
if you like, don't
do addition. If I be MPP, MP7, I go bed because you don't have a say. All you go do is no. Now there's not going to be no. No. The voices, you get, and I know the NDC MPs are going to elect an NDC bias or an NDC loved Speaker of Parliament too. And it's normal.
Yes.
You get it. So Parliament there.
Bad.
Yes. And with the laws and the way the thing is structured, within 4 years, they might even get judiciary to be part of the system. I feel you get. Yeah. So, if you're an MVP sympathizer, in as much as campaign season is starting, just realize, if they do well, some of us, me, I've already said it, if NDC come and they do well, and I enjoy those 4 years, I'll vote for them. Yeah. Because it is based on my lifestyle, which I vote.
Exactly.
So let's pray for a wonderful God, because if it gets worse, it will be worse. Yeah. Because now there's not really any check and balance. Of course. So if it gets worse, it will be really, really worse.
Really worse.
So we are hoping and praying that President John would look at his legacy. Look at the lives of Sharaf and his children, who are our mates. Yes. And want to build a better Ghana for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. You get. Because for nothing at all, safe. Under the Akufo-Addo government, Sharaf became a boxing promoter, FIFA agent. So even in the struggle, safe, his son was shining.
How much more?
So how much more in himself?
Speeches at Harvard.
Abi you get. So he should and also it should not be just them for the youth. Yeah. Before seeing how the youth are tried, especially on social media.
That's why I'm scared.
No, you get. Obviously said Jimmy, the next 4 years. Yeah, first 4 years with DD. Because I know that all social media contrasts.
Yes.
I'm funny in sim. On one best selection 230 wabre. Yeah, foul.
What do you want to tell Coach Sheldon?
Oh, Sheldon there.
Sheldon there.
We are named Sam. People Emfa could you Sheldon? 220. 230. Emfa.
I'm going to 30. When you.
Oh.
Let's never.
Sneaker day on this, right?
Oh, sneaker day baby float. Sneaker day everywhere apart from MPP. Sneaker day everywhere apart from MPP. That one day. But that's the next 4 years. At least now it gives a fair idea that we used to say agrone form. The game is not on social media. Now we've realized that the game is also on social media.
Charlie, I think social media impacted this election heavily. If you look at the kind of things, Kalije did in terms of the constant updates.
Your man got 800,000 people watching him on X.
Wow.
With his 24 hours with Kalije. That's big, you get. But now the disadvantage is now they are in power. Now that's where the defense has already started. Now the NDC people who are on the attack even though we've not even started their government, they are now in defensive
mode.
They are now, so I'm hoping they will be discerning enough to also say the same thing that they did. Hopefully, Okujeto Ablakwa continues his oversight as he did.
Watch.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you say you are protecting government pairs. Yeah. So you have to protect it even against your own government.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that even we see a more effective assurance committee in Parliament.
You get.
Well.
Yeah. We are hoping. No, we are hoping because it is easy for the next government to be corrupt than any other government because of the immense power that they have. Yeah. So as party members who have preached Ghana, they have to be
Ghana first.
Yes,
Ghana first.
Yes, so with Aura, led by the Basintali boy.
That's Basintali.
Yeah, that Basintali boy. Who they say is our age mate. But me, I say before to something.
Right, see him as your father.
He should oversee not just what happened in this government, because also if somebody did any corrupting, wallahi talai, they need to catch the person.
Exactly.
investigate if the fraud did and for jail the person. But there should be an oversight on this government and as how do you even say it? The appointees. You get it, so that we have a very beautiful 4 years. It's very important. This next 4 years, we make and break. If it be,
we are going to.
Oh, bro, I go. If it be, I go wear this each other.
You go campaign.
Me, they tell them. I beg, zoom in on me.
Yeah.
If in the next 4 years,
exactly,
NDC comes and does a great job. In fact, that's what I'm saying. They even need to do just a bit above what this government has done.
Yeah, and a bit above this government be challenged.
Me, I would about for Junior sitting here. I'll campaign for NDC.
Hey,
vote for NDC because if they're able to do it, it's to the benefit of this country.
Of course.
Yes, and that's a promise. Unless they don't do it, if they do it, there.
You know one thing. I always say that it is not about being neutral.
No.
I
don't believe in neutrality.
Me too, I don't believe in that thing. It is about being objective to the situation.
Exactly.
Because whatever we are fighting for, it's not just for a single party. It is for the whole Ghana.
Yeah.
So how nice would it be that, okay, we are able to champion a single cause and an agenda and it benefits all?
Yes.
That is the most important thing. So whether it is umbrella or it is elephant or it is cockroach or it is grass cutter,
it is Salimco
or it's new force,
that will bring the glory.
Yeah.
Why not? Because everybody would want to benefit one way or the other.
And that for 2028.
That is the most important thing.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, SM.
Charlie, but I think social media played a very crucial role in these elections. No doubt about that.
Well, for me, I think it is also the level of importance or the value the politicians also placed on social media, because even the prophets who even came to give predictions of, you see the kind of value they placed on them, even by going to their churches and all of that. It is one of the reasons why we saw more prophecies than any other election year.
Yeah.
We saw more prophecies in this year than any other election year. It is because, we saw more politicians also engaging these social media influencers more. So you see Alan Tremantin in an interview with a social media influencer. You see him with maybe an interview with a vlogger or something, or YouTuber,
I think even in America's elections.
Exactly.
You go say mention Alan in them. People they owe me.
Or you do some work for them. Yeah.
Oh, but then they should have did something
for
GTV.
GBC.
Well, I go tap we finish. I forgot meet my puppy for airport. I left they say they no see I did there. The small kuli them go send.
So they don't give you.
Oh, they don't give me.
As you know, if you collect there, hold that we no go come again.
After election,
no campaign.
No, as I not get away, was I not say no go me.
But Roland, I think you're forgetting that this election, we all said that we will be driven by the youth. The youth are the people who are going to be selecting a leader. But Cheddar from nowhere garnered a lot of votes. Even our president-elect, when he was announced, started clapping for Cheddar.
I think I'll give
was it surprising to you?
No, for me, I wasn't surprised. I think I'll give it to his PR game. Unlike the other people who contested, I think Cheddar's PR game was very, very high. Given some huge backing, I think he can really disturb the two political parties. Yes, it is not about his track record. It is not about something that he's even done in the country. It was just his PR game. Just highlighting what the opposition party were also highlighting. That's it. That's what he did. And in fact, how he packaged it was one of the reasons why he was able to touch people's hearts like that. And of course, you see, as much as people were dissatisfied with the current government, they were also looking for change. And it was about who they feel was going to give them that change. And it is one of the reasons why he was able to get that huge number of votes, even placing third in the
Cheddar,
election.
first attempt.
So it means that in the next election, if he continues, it is not about, okay, election is done, so he should go to sleep. But still, he needs to continue so he can make some huge impact.
And then in his posture after the election, the conversations that he engaged himself in.
Cheddar said in the cheat him.
When your wife said vote for, they say they get one. How?
No, he went to vote with his wife at the same police station. He got one.
May I tell you?
The wife was asking where the vote was.
Where her vote was.
So, let's say somebody in Porsche, say wife in Porsche shows you no vote for them. I know say be two things. Cheddar no vote for him, so the wife no vote for him. But this thing I'm not surprised because it happened same with Dr. Paco Sindo.
Yes, during one of his elections, it happened the same thing happened to him. Yes, yes. He too the same place in a wife.
49 constituencies.
Yeah,
nobody
he
cheated.
get one.
Nobody.
So
nobody cheated.
me then who no votes give me.
Yeah, nobody cheated.
Well, it is what it is. So for me, I'm not surprised. It's part of it. It's part of the game. Sometimes people would want to play fair. In other times, to go collect them dirty like that.
So for me, Cheddar placing third was not a surprise.
Okay.
I think in conversations we've had, was Alan was never going to place third.
But looking at Alan's track record in Ghana's political landscape.
Forget track record. It wasn't about track record. Alan did not start early. It's as simple as that. Even when he was in MPP.
He didn't start early.
He didn't start early then. And Alan's reason for campaigning was not to win the election. Because how can you lose when you are jubilating? Yes.
It was just to destabilize the vote for MPP.
Hopes Adoye as and win. Go Mahama and residents. Yes.
When they were
that was the whole idea.
When they were doing the speech, Mahama's speech.
He was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Wow.
Hopes Adoye was there.
So it wasn't about winning. So for them, and Cheddar could have won more votes. He lost more votes from that Galamsey and football conversation.
But that's
those yes. People based on that.
Says you know if you watch football.
So if you watch football twice, all of us go be footballers. Then who go watch you? How we go make money? If all of us 10 be honest. If all of us 10 footballers, who go watch generate the money? Tell me.
But I can see statement to why put a campus
no,
like
yeah, because he spoke against protesters.
If you know if you watch football 2 hours, then the betting tax what they should say go
cancel up. For watching the optics.
So those two conversations affected his vote. Because I knew people who wanted to vote for him.
Of course.
But those two conversations reduced. He wasn't expected to come and win. That one there. But
like the vote go up.
But third place. Yes, you could
massive third place.
Of course, a massive vote.
You could have reduced Mohammed's vote a bit. Yeah, because those they don't give vote to give Jeddah, then vote give JM.
Charlie, I know people will vote. They
why don't go reduce Bawumia? Why go reduce?
Oh, because that's people wanted change, like you mentioned.
So
those who wanted change did not want to vote for Nanado. Hey, they didn't want to vote for Bawumia
and MPP.
Abi, and some did not want to vote for Mahama because they wanted a new force.
Yeah.
But after those two statements, then
they realized that the new force was not a force enough.
Then better Bawizi there, JM. JM, maybe 2-8.
Ezu.
Best I made mistake. How can we do one?
But Charlie, I think our very own good friend and I mean brother Baba Sadiq is going to Parliament. John Dumelo is going to Parliament.
Yes.
Ibi Bright, right?
Yeah,
going to
Bright
Parliament. Kwame Plus. Like this is good for the showbiz, right? Don't you think so?
Of course, it is. It's a good news. At least I remember 2 days ago I even listened to John Dumelo in an interview on another station saying that yes, some people who actually call them entertainers and the fact that they don't see them as serious people to even be in politics is disrespectful. And in fact, I agree to a large extent. But that conversation there is there because in some conversation I would also blame us in the space as well for giving them that particular perception. But then, as much as I agree, it is some level of disrespect. Then I will take it from there because you see, it's good because at the end of the day, it clears that perception that we don't have serious people in the space because we have some. I always tell people that if you don't get sense, you don't go fit in the creative art industry.
Oh yeah,
it's true. Charlie, the kind of things we do in the space are not things that you can just do anyhow, or from anywhere. You just enter and come to them. No, that is why I like this. But then let's also not put pressure on them. That pressure that you mount on them because we know they are in Parliament, so they should come and serve us first. No. Their first point of responsibility is to their constituency. And that is it. If there is an excess or if there should be any input from them because of their background from this side, that is when they will be able to lobby for us. That is what we should rather campaign for. But most of the times we see these people go to Parliament, then we start burdening them with the kind of things we have. But meanwhile, even among ourselves, we are not even transparent in our dealings. Yet we want them to go and carry those burdens in Parliament. Ask somebody how much you even get annually from your streams revenue. They will tell you, oh, it is something I want to keep private. How transparent are we? Therefore, they wouldn't even see the need for them to come and invest. But if these people go and we are even transparent internally, then it means that they can go and lobby for us proper. I heard Baba Sadiq saying, yes, if there's anything he can do when he gets to Parliament for the Creative Party, he will do it. And I know he would. And that is a very apt statement. If there's anything he can do, he would. If there's anything he can, like, if you don't go do anything, you can't hold him to it. Because his first point of responsibility is to his constituency.
Yeah, they voted him.
Of course.
They voted him.
Yes, we helped him. We also helped him in campaigning for him to win. But then, that is his first point of call. Then he can actually also benefit the creative arts industry.
Yeah.
Okay, so congrats to the people.
I mean, John,
the creatives.
Baba, the creatives.
Yes, right now there are 6. But Jifa Gumeshi is still there.
Yeah.
So NDC in Kwan 3.5 or 4.
NDC was 3.
NDC has
4.
Except
NDC
one
has
independent.
3.
6. So we have 4. They have 4.
Ibi Bright, Jifa Gumashi, John Dumelo,
Baba Sadiq.
Baba Sadiq.
Hey, wow.
So they have 4. The biggest win in this for the creative arts is the stereotype. That's the biggest win. The fact that people now we can say we have a creative caucus of 6 people.
Oh, 6 people.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes.
What
6
a
people.
solid team.
They can form a committee.
What a solid team. In Bawumia's voice.
So we have 6 people.
Yeah.
They can form a creative caucus if they want to push an agenda. So that's the only win for the creative industry. That be all. We cannot put our expectations on them because they are MPs for their constituents and they did not win the election based on we'll give you a studio, we'll do this. They won on promises that they gave their constituents.
Maybe amphitheater.
No be amphitheater matter.
Okay.
That one be for whoever they go appoint minister. That will be the headache. So that be the only benefit. That's one.
Yes.
They are not going to necessarily champion a lot of stuff outside those circles, but another advantage is now when they are doing committees, there's a committee on tourism and creative arts. Now we have members in parliament who have the technical know-how to understand what is happening, and if any of them is able to get into the vetting committee for ministerial positions, they can properly vet whoever has been appointed minister. Now for the NDC part of the MPs, in as much as they won in their constituency based on constituency promise, they are also NDC members. So that means there's a manifesto promise on the creative side.
That they are supposed to champion. And based on what is in their manifesto, that is what we are going to judge them on.
Yeah.
Whether they are MPs or not. Because they are members of the day. National Democratic Congress. New force. Hey. National Democratic Congress.
Yeah.
So for those 3, they are going to be judged generally based on the manifesto. But at the end of the day, their loyalty lies with their constituents.
Yeah.
It lies with Okankwe Central.
Yeah.
Tema Central.
Gumua.
And maybe Ayawa Sowago. Then the Guma, then the rest, and then. So that is the main focus. But it's also an inspiration for a lot of us in this creative business. At least now we know that we can move into these spaces without being tagged. We have members enough there to say, I also want to be a part. I know Kokreku Honorable tried. He wasn't successful, but he tried. Frankie Fife also tried. It should push more people in the creative sector to also try and achieve more. And also a caution.
I think Stoneboy has also expressed desires.
Yeah, Stoneboy does. I want to acquire masters in acquire masters in international
relation.
So definitely he has. We know the party will go under, but when he announces it, it could be. But definitely any elephant. But
are you sure?
There are many parties there. It can be new force.
It can be an independent.
But it won't be elephant. That's
why are you so sure to not be the elephant?
People are tagging him with elephant. It won't be elephant.
So that's why I'm saying that.
Why are you so sure it won't be elephant? No, you are a bit sure that it won't be.
Actually, no. If you would be MP, Shaman be Chinye. Sometimes if you check your constituency and how they vote. If I check, sometimes check your constituency and how they vote. Chinye.
Oh no, but if you work hard, you get. Look at what Baba Sadiq has done for Kankwe Central.
But we have MPs who won this in this election.
Which MP has won Ashama?
Continue.
President.
Can you wrap up? Let's go for our first break. Hey, still more.
So yeah, but so this advice. So this an advice to them, the creatives in Parliament now.
Yeah.
Your loyalty lies with your constituents.
Okay.
But you can also tell us your constituents does not include creatives.
Yeah.
There are no creative people there.
There are creative people in your and especially Baba Sadiq, Ablekuma Central. La Paz is
No,
La Paz
Okaigwe
Fadama, Okaigwe Central. La Paz Fadama Abeka. That's what is worth 3 million.
Dakuma.
I believe
Odoko.
Bro.
Charlie.
Bro. No, Odoko. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think some part of Abelempe to be Wagon.
But for Fadama, La Paz, near Abeka.
So they are creatives.
Dance on rappers.
Have you get? And especially Baba. His campaign was largely led by entertainment.
By entertainers.
Whatever he does, he was led by. So, for your constituents, do not ignore the creatives also. Because I know, yes, you are going to prioritize health, roads, and other stuff. But please, do not ignore your creatives. Do not, because since you are coming from a creative background, they are going to judge you more. You're going to be judged more by the creatives in your constituency than other people in different fields.
Exactly.
But lawyer but the musician knows you, Baba.
That you
what
know,
you've done.
That you know Shatawale.
And you know Shatawale.
And you can get him a feature.
And even in opposition, you did a Beckham concert. You did a Beckham homo. You even did another small mini concert in your rallies.
Then this one.
So then they expect like 2 shows from you
annually.
Annually, 2 shows. We'll all be free.
Wait for do features too for the upcoming artists.
If for amplify.
If we enable them.
So about day, I beg PR support. With small budget, I will sort you out. No shaking for the entertainers there.
Yeah, some young artists they can go feature Wally, go feature. Feature Stoneboy.
Don't go reconcile soon. But right now, I be the biggest.
But why?
I be the biggest music. And they can't brag. I be the biggest music PR for this time inside. So please, bring me a contract. SM4 Grammy Tremor.
Charlie, but I mean, why do you think there was this sentiment of Baba Stone?
They are fighting. Let's understand. Honestly speaking, they are fighting. If Baba had not reconciled with Shatta, the SM fans would have done the same thing. Because what you get, what I go take jab you.
Yeah.
It's part of this brouhaha. Yeah. But here's the thing. I know there have been people in Okaigwe Central who voted for Baba.
Of course.
Forget all these social media gimmicks.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not about who Stoneboy is. You get it. You see the way they laugh, Ellis. For that business statement he made.
Yes.
Say that without Stoneboy, Baba no go win.
Baba didn't need Stoneboy endorsement to win him.
So I'm sure they are going to have a seat at the table.
Yeah.
This fight cannot go on for.
Or else we have
because we've gotten to the point where
we've seen some before.
Yes.
We don't want that to repeat itself.
Oh no, but
them said me, I sure say once in a while they feel vibe for back.
Yeah.
I sure. I don't know.
No, but even Baba Sadiq and Shatawale himself, it's not as if we've not seen their differences in the state before.
Yeah.
But they've gone at each other on many occasions. Even currently that people think they are okay, they still argue, they still disagree.
It was even worse than
Shatta.
Yeah, but that was a money day part. 100,000 US. But
of course.
But
Baba Sadiq and Shatawale have been to court or you people forget. Yeah. So it is for me. I just want to give Baba Sadiq the benefits of the doubt and say that yes, he is not going to be emotional about this whole conversation because you see somebody like Shatta, if something is supposed to go to you, regardless of whatever difference he has with you, he will still not stop it. And a typical example is even his reconciliation with Andy Dusty during the Dansoman concert.
There's last show.
Yes, there's last show. He was called. Okay, after giving you this gig, we hear you have some 1 or 2 with Andy Dusty, but he's the producer of the show. Do you have any problem? He said no. It is business. On that day, it is business for him. Charlie, if that is what will bring food on our table, whatever difference I have with you, you go feel solve them after that. Okay. This is business where they bring money to our pockets. Let's run it.
All right, that's good, guys. Let's go for our first commercial. When we come back, we'll talk about Shatawale. It's a Freedom Wave concert. I hear the